What's going on, guys? It's Maddie here from DCLblogger.com, and in this video I wanted to talk about OpenSea, a really large NFT marketplace where they kind of work with a bunch of different NFT crypto collectible projects and have a marketplace so you can trade things, auction your assets, and do all kinds of different stuff on their platform. Now, OpenSea work with the Decentraland, and I've come across them quite a lot of times in the Discord chats. And this is going to be a sponsored post by them. But in saying that, guys, like I have been interested in the utility of OpenSea for a very long time. Why? Because it gives me a competitive edge. And if you're watching this video for the very first time, if you're watching any of my if you're watching my video for for the first time, if you come across my content for the first time, then a bit about me is I've made a lot of money buying and selling land in Decentraland. And honestly, 95% of the lands that I've purchased, probably more, probably closer to 99% of the lands that I've purchased have come off the marketplace. So traditionally, everyone buys on the marketplace, where they just go over here and select on whatever, you know, uh, asset they want to buy, and then they click into it and then they purchase it because it's on the marketplace. But with what I found is if I can get people's contact details, if I can give them offers and we can negotiate a better price, then I can get myself ahead of the curve. So for example, this guy's selling it for 29,500 mana. If I can somehow get his contact details, then I can offer him, I think this guy has his contact details. No, some of them in these descriptions over here have their contact details. And if they've listed this for say 90,000 mana, I can contact them and be like, hey man, would you sell it for 60,000 mana? And if he agrees to that price, or through negotiation, say we agree to 70,000, then I can just buy it off him and relist it for 85,000 and profit 15,000 mana in between. Big part of that process is to be able to negotiate, which means I need to be able to make offers, which is one of the reasons why OpenSea has my interest. And I'm going to go through a few different aspects of OpenSea, which I think are absolutely great for Decentraland investors, traders, and just people invested and interested in the NFT kind of marketplace as a whole. So what I want to do is we'll just go to the Decentraland marketplace, and what they kind of do is pretty much just pull all the data from Decentraland and list all the new listings over here. So at any given time, what you can do is say, for example, I want to purchase, let's see, any of these lands I want to purchase. Say I want to buy this bad boy right here, okay? 12,000 mana. I want to buy this guy. What I can do is in the Decentraland marketplace, you can't make offers. But check this out. I can make an offer right here, okay? I can buy now if I want to, or I can make an offer in mana or in Ethereum as well, okay? In Ethereum, DAI, USDC, in different coins that people prefer. So what I do is, I can make an offer for 6,500 mana. And guys, offering is actually free. But you have to keep in mind that once you make an offer, and if the person accepts your offer, then that's it. The contract will be transacted and they'll get your money and you'll get that asset. So don't do this if you're just playing with it and you don't want to actually make an offer. But the really cool thing is I can actually make an offer to people that I don't have their contact details, all right? Because they don't have it listed in Decentraland. But again, it's a really big plus for me. You can do it in Ethereum as well, but mind you, what you'll have to do is wrap your Ethereum. Okay, you'll have to they use a token called WETH, which is basically wrapped Ethereum. And there's a little bit of a workaround on how to get wrapped Ethereum. Basically, you just get Ethereum and you go to a website and you wrap that Ethereum and that's what you use to be able to make the trades. But bottom line is you can buy crypto collectibles, specifically talking about Decentraland, in both Mana, Ethereum, and a couple of other coins. And again, you can make offers, and that's a big plus, guys, because don't just settle for market prices, guys. Note all the lands on the market prices on the marketplace on Decentraland, they're there for a reason. They're there because no one has pulled the buy trigger because they're not cheap enough or attractive enough in terms of price for people to purchase it, right? So why would you buy off the marketplace in Decentraland? You need to be able to negotiate and get better deals. And yeah, you can find some good deals on the Decentraland, or you probably be paying a fair to good price. But I don't want to buy anything unless I'm getting a killer deal, guys. I want to be getting a great price, not just an average price. For example, I want to be, this says 12,000 mana, and it's in the midst of districts and a couple of Genesis plazas, but look at all these unowned parcels around it. That shows that it was undesired this area was undesirable during the first auction. So why would I pay 12,000 mana for this when the cheapest land on Decentraland is about 9,000 mana? I want to be able to buy this for, say, 8,000 mana or 9,000 mana. So I can make an offer for about that price. Save myself 4,000 mana, which is about a few $100 US. It's big money, guys. You can place bids on parcels, and get this, it is actually gas free to do that. You can place bids for free. All you have to do is just sign the permission for you to be able to do that. And once you submit that contract, then everything, like submitting a bid, is absolutely free. And it's also free to purchase land from the coming up auction. So OpenSea is going to have support to buy the lands that are going to be available in the second auction through OpenSea. Now, one really cool, personally I think it's underutilized, just because people that are into Decentraland are not really into any other project as much as they are into Decentraland. And assets of, like Decentraland assets, like any land you buy is minimum like $500 US, right? Which is pretty expensive compared to other NFT projects like Ethereum and Axie Infinity and all that. Although they do have assets worth that and even more, but the average price for them isn't $500 US, or at least the cheapest one isn't $500 US, right? But what you can do with OpenSea is you can sell items as a bundle. So these are my list of items in my wallet. You can probably scroll down, and there's quite a lot of them if you keep loading more. Like, these are all my lands. These are my little Axies that I have. I've got a bunch of different things, right? So what you can do is you can actually sell a bundle of items. So you can create a bundle. Check this out. So I want this guy in my bundle, and I want to bundle up this one piece of land that I have in Decentraland with, Little Blue, which is one of my Axies. I named him Little Blue. Say there's an enthusiast, or there's someone that wants to buy a road parcel. You can be more appealing, more attractive to them by including another NFT that's kind of popular, right? So now if I scroll down, well, this is my bundle now. And if I name the bundle and I can auction it off, I can enter a fixed price, and I can post my listing. And then I can post that listing on the Decentraland land marketplace or the land trading channel. And whoever buys my land, well, they'll be getting other little NFT prizes, right? So they'll be getting Axies. They might be getting some crypto kitties I've threw in there as well. So now, when there's two different lands that are connected to roads, you can stand out by offering them a couple of other NFT kind of gifts along with it, which is, again, I think it's underutilized because I haven't seen many people do it. But again, if you want to sell your land, so most people here are in the position of buying, they want to purchase land. But if you want to sell your land, or if you want to sell your assets, then this is an additional feature that you guys should look into. Another really interesting feature that I wanted to touch upon before I move to the next section was this ability to track the recent transactions in a kind of a graph form. So this is one of the lands that has been sold and listed quite a number of times. I think like 15, maybe 20 times actually. And you can see it was first sold in for 9,990 mana 10 days ago. Then again 11,480. Then again 9,100. Then again at 12,700. Then again at 13,585 7 days ago. So the same land was kind of flipped a few times, right? And so a really cool thing is on OpenSea, you can kind of pull up that parcel and check out this graph that kind of plots by the price that it's sold by. So you can imagine once this has about 10, 15 different data points, you can see what the trend is. You can see if the trend for this specific spot is increasing. And I guess for NFT investors like us, it gives us more information to kind of make better decisions moving forward. And we want to be putting our money into increasing token value. And these are like tools that we can use to see this kind of stuff, because mainly we have marketplaces that just have listed prices, but the more data we can get on sold prices, where people have actually agreed to transact, that's where the value is. So that's this parcel. There's also another one that has had a few sales as well. So this one has also been listed and sold quite a few times, and you can see that what is it? So it's 21st of November, sold for 23,450. Then 11th of December, sold for 24,995. So it's increased a little bit. But yeah, an interesting little feature you guys can check out for different NFTs. Another really cool thing that you can do, like I said, guys, before, my key strategy is to get people's contact details. So I can find out that they own more than one land. I can see all of the lands that they own. Maybe they own 15 lands and they may be in a position where they want to sell all of their land. So instead of waiting for each one to individually sell on the marketplace, I'll just come along and just find them on Discord because they've listed their Discord handle or their email, and I'll be like, hey man, would you take 100,000 mana for your 15 land parcels? And if they accept, then I'll get a really good deal and I can slowly sell them on the marketplace and make a profit. So for me, getting contact details is key. It's like the number one key rule for my type of strategy on making money with NFTs, buying and selling NFTs. So one cool thing you can do with these guys is you can kind of explore um, their NFT base. Like you can see what these guys own. For example, this one right here, we can click into it. It's a pretty good price actually, 12,250 mana. Last sold for 10,000 mana. 12,250 is still actually pretty cheap. Owned by Napoleon. He's actually a pretty popular member in Discord. But if I click into Napoleon's wallet in OpenSea, I can check out what other projects or NFTs he's interested in or is invested in. So if I do have his contact details, then I can contact him and be like, hey man, I don't mind buying all your land and all your Ethereum and all your Chainbreaker weapons for X amount of money. And that way it opens up the door for me to make more larger offers. To be honest, guys, like the way I've invested is kind of like a large kind of convenience investor who, for people that want to exit, not just exit, but sell, say, a portion of their 100 lands, they want to sell like 20 lands. There's not many people that have the money and that do what I do in terms of finding their contact details and sending them an offer. So my power lies in giving them a bulk price, right? Which is, yes, it is cheaper than market price, but it's more convenient for them if they need that money injection, that cash injection, that fiat injection, that time in their life. Maybe they want to buy a new car, maybe they want to go on holiday. They may not want to wait 3-4 months to get all of these sold. They may want that money ASAP, right? And that's where the power comes in. But say for Napoleon, we can check out all of his different assets, and I can make him a bulk offer, including the Ethereum, Decentraland, lands and axes and everything in between. So it's a really cool way to just see what other stuff they are invested in. For me personally, Decentraland isn't going to be the only NFT I'm going to be trading. I'm going to be trading everything that is going to be able to make me a good profit. I'm waiting for other high asset value projects to come out that have, transactions between $500 all the way down to $10,000. And if I can just take a fraction of that as profit, then it's going to be a big deal if I can frequently make. And lastly, guys, one of the really good features here is many times I do private deals, which basically means that when I negotiate a price, say, I've negotiated a price down from 100,000 to 50,000 mana. Now, the way that I conduct that deal is not by them listing it on the marketplace and then say they list it on the marketplace for 50,000 and then I buy it. That's actually not a good strategy for me because it puts me at risk at someone else picking that up before I do. Because once it's listed on the marketplace, there's people that have bots and stuff installed, guys, that basically alert and ping them as soon as there is a new listing and a new sale. And I know because I used to have that. But the thing is, like, I need to take the other side of the coin risk and basically get, I personally send them 50,000 mana and then they send me the land straight from wallet to wallet transfers. There's no marketplace transaction in between. Yes, it is risky, but like so far I've done hundreds of deals, it was probably like 60 to 70 deals, and I've never been scammed. And I've done it in a way that's kind of a little bit more risk averse by, sending them 5,000 mana first and then them sending one of the lands and then me sending the next 5,000 and then them sending the land. So I kind of work my way like that a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is that what you can do is you can list your land on the OpenSea marketplace, just because there's not as many eyeballs on it right now, right? So say you do have a private deal kind of finalized, you can list your Decentraland land for, say, a couple of Ethereum on the OpenSea platform, and you can make the trade that way. So you're not, people, I don't think they've got bots and stuff installed in OpenSea. So that's one kind of a plus thing. So far, we're still trying to figure out how to conduct private deals in a more secure way. Hopefully, Decentraland provide that kind of functionality. But for now, like OpenSea seems to be a really good option for that. So that's it, guys. Like OpenSea is an interesting project. I think like they have partnerships and they get really involved with initial NFT offerings when new projects, new crypto collectibles come on board and they have their initial pre-sale. That's when OpenSea really gets involved and kind of throws out their NFT tokens to the marketplace so that people can get more, like these new companies coming out can get a bit more exposure. But in terms of us Decentraland investors, there are some features of OpenSea that you should be taking note of, and that's what I wanted to outline in this particular video. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Add it to your arsenal of standing, giving you a competitive edge. That's what this market's all about. That's what trading is all about. That's what we do. We don't just hodl. I have a part of my investment that I hodl and I wait for like the project to do really well and Bitcoin to recover, and then part of it, my investment is to use my own skill to increase my net worth. And any tool like this that increases my ability to work better and work more smarter than other competitors of mine allows me to make more money. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in another video.